It's probably Meow, isn't it? um,
Oh, that setup worked out so well.
no, I'm not quite sure, Alex. I wish I knew, but ultimately, it's going to be a good third map, Moses. Are you ready for it? I'm ready.
Yes, I am ready. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so glad the camera came off. It's so hot under this.
It's like a real life filter. Oh no, it's Kitty Anders.
It's so unbelievably hot. Let's get back into the game.
Are you glad you did that?
I immediately regretted it. Yeah, just let's forget that happened and just move on. It's Liquid and Astralis in a third map here, and it will be rather interesting. I feel like Liquid. It must be hard. Like we talked about the jet lag and everything else, but whatever the reason is, they're playing. The last game of the day. They look tired. They played like they were very tired. They get completely destroyed in the first map. They start off very bad in the second map.
Yeah.
And then just like slowly they find the energy to grind their way back. And that must be difficult, right? That's not easy. And it wasn't even, it was obviously NAF carrying them back into the game, right? But it took a long time, like it wasn't just like, he didn't have like, 3 back-to-back rounds where he just like aced everybody and then everyone was hyped up. Like it took a while. So yeah, a lot of strength on their side, I would say.
If we go back and like rewatch that first half as well from Inferno, it was so scrappy. They won like 2 rounds with like primarily like CZs and things like that and like pistols. So it wasn't exactly the cleanest thing. But listen, a win's a win, especially in the group stage. So getting through it, and now they have one more map. So hopefully they stay awake, because that's the next thing, right? The first problem was getting awake, and the second problem is going to be staying awake. And Astralis obviously delaying as much as humanly possible, hoping they pass back out again.
Yes, indeed. Great map train, I think, to end this with. It's going to be super exciting
Another
to see
classic.
how. Yeah, it really is. So get all your friends involved. It is the last game of the day here at the SLTV StarSeries, and it's Liquid versus Astralis. Map number 3. Still day 1, though.
What's crazy is much like Mirage, Zipnix is probably the best B bomb site player on train. So. Going to be dangerous once they switch over, but Liquid's going to start on the CT side. We will see where it takes him. A lot of bodies toward inside. Nitro's alone, and he's at the upper ramp, and he hears these footsteps. Zipnix is coming up late. This is a huge fight. He needs to win this. Nitro needs to get aggressive now. They're going to wrap behind him at any moment. The bomb is here as well, but no, they're pushing forward towards Connector. So actually the bomb is disconnected and hasn't made a decision. He's got a very tough situation on his hands. So does Elige, and that's the wrong way to peek, but I don't think it would have mattered. He would have fallen to somebody.
So much chaos in this round. Divisive, he wins this fight against Steel, but he won't. Great headshot coming in from Steel. That's going to make a big difference. Make is picking up 1 kill. This is just an immensely chaotic round. The tables have literally turned as now Liquid are coming in to retake from the wrong side, essentially. Dupree getting 1 headshot long range. Glaive trying to be patient, and he may have just done enough staying alive there. And now NAF 1 versus 2. He doesn't have a kit, and they're just gunning away at him, chipping his health down slowly. And he's going to back off and run away. So Astralis will at least pick up the pistol round. And I don't know, like there were a lot of ways that could have turned out in favor of Liquid instead. Like that was very chaotic from both teams.
Yeah, it was very weird because Nitro gets that kill and the bomb actually, instead of going into the site, goes back towards the ramp because it's just like not really that safe. And then the 2 Astralis players in CT. So there's just a whole bunch of individual fights all over the map. Insanity ensues. And even though Liquid wins some of them, they lost kind of the critical ones that allowed Astralis to get good positioning, and obviously the plant on the left side of that train.
It's obviously super tricky when you run into a strat like that in a pistol round, because if it's a strat that you can call out by name, like, hey, they're doing the B fake, go to A or something, like you know what it is, you can call it out and your teammates know. If it's something like this where it's like very hard to call out, because like, I think some of them on CT spawn for whatever reason, but the bomb is not down and it's all very weird, then it gets a little bit tricky. A lot of damage early on with that 1 Deagle, and they do have a scout, actually, double scout, and a max 7 in place, so Astralis have to respect this round. Liquid don't want to give them anything back so early on in this game.
Great tag on a Zipnix from the scout really early on. Magisk obviously bleeding internally, which is kind of scary, so he's going to sit back and team mid and essentially just make sure they can't get flanked out. Throw a small fake with some nades, and it's working initially. 4 players outside for Liquid because Steel is spotting up the lower ramp and hasn't seen anything quite yet. Small off angle with the mag 7. Now, if they come upper here, he's in a lot of trouble, but his teammates have just rotated back. NAF has a scout as well. This will be huge. This could be a fight. If the guns at range can stall them out on this lower ramp, that shotgun is going to do work.
They're all rotating to the B-bomb site, but he does go down maybe a little bit too quick. That's a bit of a unfortunate turn of events there for Steel. Bomb being planted. They need to get some kills really fast here, Liquid. They don't have time to work with because they don't have any kits or any grenades or anything, so they're going to have to go for a raw 10-second defuse, and that's not going to be so easy on this bomb site. Trying for it, Nitro not quite connecting, and I think now they're realizing, yeah, they've already wasted a good 7 seconds, and they don't really have much more after that. Going to lose one of the scouts, so trying to pick it up. Oh, they've got to get away with this, and instead, they all run right into the path. Dupree picking up those kills, even the last one for the quad. That wasn't what I wanted at all, Moses.
Yeah, I mean, they needed a kill out of that shotgun, and Steel was looking upwards towards that small ledge, and I think he was caught off guard by the jump down, but also, I mean, the teammates that rotated weren't at that lower ramp to help him out. I was saying if they could just stall him out, if you force those guys on the ramp to fight at long range, and then the shotgun can get in to different positions, then that's when it could truly have been dangerous, but that wasn't able to happen. And Astralis actually, they dodged a bullet to a certain degree. I mean, they got tagged up earlier on. If they had lost Magisk, who survived with, what, 2 or 3 HP, if there was one lucky headshot from that scout, a lot of ifs, obviously, but there was some danger in that round, even when the rotations came toward the inner sight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, including that close-range Max 7 from Steel. Pushing out in with the AK-47 first, I'm definitely not a big fan of that, especially as Device goes down. They're all out here in the yard, and right now Astralis really got to sort of double think what they're doing. They're just making some pretty silly mistakes. Yeah,
even that aim from Device did not seem on point, as we would say. It's all right, though. They've got to the inner site. Dupree just camps out on the lower ramp and eliminates a couple people. Might as well just run with that AK-47 starting now. Not going to, though. Dupree finds that kill, and I think Steel, his idea that he has in the back of his head is to rotate around and pick it up and run. But much like you, his thoughts don't always translate into reality.
No, it's one of the sad things about life, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's probably annoyed as well from that.
So Liquid not quite able to capitalize on the mistakes of Astralis, but it still worries me that we see Astralis even try it. Like, I'm fine with one guy pushing yard to see if there is a stack. Just don't let it be the guy with the AK-47.
Especially when you have like 2 or 3 SMGs.
Right, exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no kits once again going to be bought up by Team Liquid. No AWP on the board as well. 4 smokes. Magic's going to stay on that UMP. Here comes some fast nades towards outside from Astralis as well, but Elysia's made his way in towards ladder room. Steel is far back inner. I think he must have gotten knifed by a teammate in the back on the way out of spawn. He's at 70 HP, but...
Yeah, seems likely. A bit unfortunate. Grenades going out all over the place, including a couple there, and Elysia gets dropped almost immediately by Glaive. It's going to leave a lot of trouble in the B-bomb site. Back, Steel sees it coming, and that's obviously a very good kill, very good read coming out from him in that scenario. Device taking a fight and completely failing that shot. Sip next in line, and Steel cleaning up absolutely everything. Long range, 3 individual fights, and none of them can take him down. That's pretty much unforgivable here. Now Glaive is moving in, and he's not going to be able to get it. If they could have stayed alive, then this flank from Magisk would have been beautiful, but they just get all cleaned up. That was very silly.
Yeah. I mean, Steel does a great job, obviously, and some very nice shots, but it's just surprising to watch him win those 3 long-range duels back-to-back.
Yeah, they knew where he was. They called it out. They obviously intentionally fight him.
The first kill is really smart because he's holding an off angle for them to push sidewalk, which obviously they've done and pissed around, and it does get popular in the gun runs to wrap upon the bomb train. So that's a position I don't think Astralis expected whatsoever. It's just everything that came out after that. Obviously, the second one he finds in the open, I think because he kind of showed himself on the ladder of the train, so they thought he would go on top and kind of freeze in the open, and he jumps down and takes that fight, which is cool. But yeah, it certainly feels like maybe 1 or 2 of those fights even not necessary to take.
Oh, right in the middle of the boost. Naf gets the timing down. If he had been 1 second later, then they probably would have had the AWP ready and out, and it would have been a little bit tricky. He does go kind of low, but still definitely worth it.
He's lagged, and not only that, but Dupree has got phenomenal positioning. No one saw it. Now Elysia is aware of the possibility and is wise to the danger.
Oh. Up on the train, if he walks forward. No, Dupree's actually walking right under him. They don't realize, but they've just traded places. Elysia looking over on that way. Twist could be going down. This is madness. Dupree getting a little bit close. Going to take that shot, and now is he going to spot up for the train? Finally, he realizes Liege is still in a lot of trouble out here, but this could have worked out very differently. So surprised. There's Device flying right off the train to take down Liege, but Nitro's then return, and it's still a 2-on-3. What a crazy round this is.
Yeah, flank coming in, but 2 players for Liquid are like Naf and Nitro. No HP. Naf needs to be patient on this flank. He's going to walk right into it, though. Zipnix. It's perfect holding the angle. Now he's got great positioning here. Device still alive with that AWP, and the smokes are allowing them to get into good post plants. I think they have to know where Device is because of the footsteps. Waiting for that smoke to disappear. No kits on either of these Liquid players, so this is starting to get into a dire situation. Spraying through, Steel spots him out. There's the peek from Zipnix, trying to find the timing. Steel needs to win this and needs to do it quick. And standing in front of him is Nitro, the low HP player, and he's done it. Steel's got to get off, and Zipnix has won the round.
Wow. I mean, the fact that they have no kit, the fact that they have no grenades to stop him from coming out, anything, I mean, especially a Molotov, but a smoke would do it too. He just can keep playing that game for a long time, and we talked about what a city way, but I mean, that's an incredibly annoying way for Liquid to lose a round as well.
It really is. That's why I wanted Naf to be more patient in ladder room on the flank. You want to let your 2 teammates make the contact. You're the lone player coming from an unexpected angle, but with all the cover there is outside, it's not the hardest. It's obviously very, very easy for someone to just watch the flank like Zipnix was doing. So you want your 2 players to kind of at least trade that first kill to take Zipnix's attention away, and then you can kind of pounce. But that's a tough call as well. Maybe he thought that they were still going to be close to the bomb train and he could get a nice angle.
And then obviously that whole switcheroo in the beginning with the pre-walking in none of them is just very confusing. Hard to call how that round is going to play out. Zip looking for it, and Nitro, sometimes you'll see players standing in that fire just to try and get the kill and sort of challenge it, but not really this time, and that's not too bad. Nitro didn't take that much damage from it. Long range fight there, going to favor the AK-47, and they get a little bit of a spot in, so Dupree knows roughly where everybody else is in the yard, but can they get the kills? Naf trying his best to try and see if he can make it work. Twist very low, 1 grenade away from death, and they're all converging on his position. And even worse, Sip is actually already over by the ladder. That's such a strong position.
Yeah, they got a lot of map control in that outer yard very, very quickly. Liquid either not doing a good job or just not having the right weapons to kind of deny access deep into these lanes. Tough pill to swallow as Steel and Nitro just got to fall all the way back with that AWP, with that M4. And I mean, again, they're going to be out of money here, so these are the only 2 weapons they're going to bring into the next round. Astralis having a big lead early on.
Yeah, but it feels like a lead that's built on just a very shaky foundation, you know? Like there are a lot of these rounds that I feel like could have worked out in favor of Liquid, so it's obviously good news that they're going to be up 5-1. Like, there's no taking that away from them, but they need to smooth some of these things out, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, this is where it gets a little bit easier, right? Because they have now broken Liquid's economy. So, yeah, it's shaky at the moment, but I mean, they can still build a huge lead on that shaky foundation. As long as they get it up towards 6-7 early on, everything after that is like, cool, we're happy with that. But this is a big lead to have early on. And remember as well, this is now 3 maps in a row Liquid's having to play from behind. The first one they didn't recover from. The second one they had to play from 0-7 down. It's not easy to have to do this all 3 maps in a row.
No, it's not. I mean, and the way that they came back into Inferno was Naf getting 20 kills in 1 round, you know. So like it takes a lot to get them out once they're there.
Team Liquid's comeback on Inferno is built on shaky foundation, Anders.
Yeah. Just saying,
that, it's full circle here.
I'm just saying you've got to be careful with that stuff, Moses. Right now, it's Dupree doing a lot of the work.
Yeah, he's been great.
He's really stepping it up here on the first half.
This is where I think Nitro as an AWPer on a map like Train might struggle a little bit just because he's not like a natural AWP player. Is you actually have to like be able to like challenge and duel other AWPers, right? And Device has been AWPing enough to where he's got it down. He's used to it, and he's very efficient. And he also he's very clever in the fights he takes with the AWPs. But Nitro kind of gets blocked off by smokes here on Train, at least early on from what I've seen. He gets brought out of the action pretty quickly by utility usage.
Well, rush right into the B-bomb site, and they guessed it right. There's only 1 person here with a USP, although somehow Elige able to win that fight. Dupree not going to be happy about that at all, but still the retake is going to be very tricky, and you see the grenades continuously going in towards the C connector, just making it impossible for that AWP to really get put into play. So once the bomb is down, the rest is kind of history in this round. They're going to run away and try and save the guns, just leaving maybe Twist and Naf could sort of stick around and look for exits if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
Will be round number 6 here for Astralis.
We'll have to see as well, because this is another round, and yeah, they're going against primarily pistols, but Astralis is doing a good job once they hit either of these yards, the inner or the outer yard, of making it all the way down, of just continuing to push forward and deny space for Liquid to really work with.
Yeah.
And that's where you need someone like Nitro to step up and be able to pick those guys off as they come down the alleys between the trains and everything. So we'll see if something changes. Also, next round they should have some more to work with. They'll have the M4s on board, some nades as well. The other two remaining players, Steel and Nitro, can drop some over so that they can have better utility on more of their teammates.
6-1. Such a rough start. The Liege on 2 kills, 1 on Twist. Just nobody's really doing much of anything. Steel had that one great round with a triple. That was really, really important.
It's the only round they won.
Yeah. It's not exactly that encouraging. Device, they already had this peak from Naf going in once, so now Device is sort of waiting for it. And it's going to be Nitro going down instead. As you said, got to be able to take those battles with the AWP. Naf has got one picked up, and maybe he can follow it up. He's ready for it. Oh, does get the shoulder or the arm shot in on Dupree at least.
I wasn't aware the Device was still in there until that flashbang kind of flushed him out of his position. Elish played this in a previous round and Glaive wrecked him. We didn't get to see how it was done.
I think Glaive does that flashbang where he actually throws it and then
drops with it or
yeah,
something.
drops with it. So it looks like it's going to be a bad flashbang, but then, yeah, as you try and turn around, it's not going to work out well.
We'll see. Still waiting patiently. Maybe he decided not to do it this round so far, but a long time to be playing 4v5, especially because Steel has to play so passively inside. There's the Molotov to force Elish back. He's going to use the smoke. Should prevent Glaive from actually doing his drop. But this is the worrying sign. If you're Steel right now, yes, he made this work one round, but it's not going to work every single time. And by the time his teammates rotate in, if you're playing that passively, Astralis can be very, very far into the bomb site.
He's got Naf with him as well. There's not that much time left. Liquid have really got to be wondering just what on earth is going on. Why haven't they moved? And finally, it's going to happen. 19 seconds. Steel needs to find a big kill, and there it is, taking down Magus, hiding in the corner, and still doing more damage. Steel with a great double kill. The bomb is dropped, and the round is done. Man, he's playing this bomb site very well at the moment. And Sip going to have to fall back and just leave it be. That is very important, and it's odd that no one's... I mean, you'd think out of the 4 players that actually sort of 2 coming out of the sideway, 2 coming upper, some of them should be checking that corner.
Yeah, you'd think so. I think it's more odd that Astralis let the clock run down that much. I have to feel like some of their plans kind of got foiled by that smoke from Elish and Ladder Room. I think they wanted Glaive to drop down there because we've seen in the past they do that execute where they have some smokes outside and Glaive actually pushes up towards connector and kind of sneaks behind him or just causes mayhem out there and tries to prevent and stall rotations. I think that's what they wanted to run, but when that smoke goes down at 30-some seconds, they have to call an audible and change it up. So yeah, some kind of miscommunication and not check that. So another chance here for Nitro with the AWP. 2-6, and they desperately need to string these together. They desperately need to get back into this game. And Naf pushing up. Ooh, almost caught by Device. Almost spotted his head as well.
Ooh, it looks like they want to sort of almost double up on this. They do have some backup behind them with Nitro, so if anyone tries to sort of push out and take the fight, Nitro's going to be there in that connector. He's up on that little ticket booth or whatever it is. Yeah, looking for the angle. We'll see what Astralis can come up with. If they win this round again, they're going to do so much damage to Liquid's economy, and that really can't happen. A bit of a failed grenade there for Nitro, a little bit annoying. Just wanted to put the pressure on.
Oh, there's Device swinging out with just a sole pop flash from his team. Giving Device plenty of time, or giving Liquid plenty of time to walk into Device's crosshairs. The bomb is towards inner. Maybe Astralis has caught on to some of the passive nature, although the last round they went in here, Steel was very, very close up. But Team Liquid must have a lot of confidence in their ability to retake that inner bomb site if Steel is going to be playing this far back. Now when his teammate rotates over, he starts pushing up. Both of them do, actually, Elish and Steel. So Liquid able to mount a defense here.
Flashbang on the leash, gonna go for the spray down. Steel again doing a pretty good job, but now he's getting shot in the back. Somehow he's still alive. I have no idea how. He should have been dead immediately. He's finally gonna go down, but he did so much once again. An absolute hero on this bomb site. Bomb is gonna be going down finally, but I'm not sure Astralis are in very good positions. In fact, they're gonna try and go a little bit aggressive here. Dupree pushing up. Though they might not expect him to be this close. They're all over the place though, and he's gonna be dropped. I don't know how Steel lives through that.
Well, I mean, he's been doing it round after round after round in here, isn't he? That's 3 rounds now where he's held with at least a double kill out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got to put some of the blame, I think, on Sip as well. That's a kill that he has to get 100% of the time.
And that's a kill, to be fair to Zip, he also probably does get like 99 out of 100 times.
Yeah.
Like he's usually very, very good at that kind of stuff. Misses the opportunity there. That would have put his team in a 3-on-3. Either way, Team Liquid does it. They do string them together. They lost a couple players, and the plant is going to allow Astralis to buy here. They have AKs coming out. I think Device is going to be off the AWP, and yeah, indeed, he's going to be on a Deagle. Zipnix is going to be on the CZ. So a bit beat up from Astralis. So chance again for Liquid.
And the double AWP.
Yeah, on Twist and Nitro.
Definitely interesting. Early grenades already landing inside of the site. Very common grenades between the smoke, between the trains there, and a lot of the time someone will just sort of pop flash their way through that smoke. It's a really good way to get close to the CT side when you don't have that much equipment, but no such trickery happening in this round. Instead, Magus is still ready to throw some sort of fake, maybe try and keep a couple of people in the A-bomb site. The rest might go B again. So far, Elise is just ready and waiting in drop. We've seen so many cool. We sort of talk about the double drop into Pop Dog here, and it's been a lot of fun so far. Astralis haven't tried that.
The Bunker Buster.
Yeah, the Bunker Buster. Yeah, the Grand Slam, if you.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
Grand Slam.
Well, they both work, I suppose.
Wouldn't want to take Grand Slam away from you. I know you take great pride in that.
I do enjoy that.
This is a big battle. This Glaive versus Elige. Zipnix is up there as well. Oh, and Elige is going to get it this time. Glaive exposes himself far too much, and he's taken down. Smoke blocks off Twist, but his teammate is Nitro is hitting shots, and now things get easier. Just Zipnix. Nothing too crazy going on this round. Just Liquid hitting the standard shots, the shots they needed to, the basic ones. The 4th as they inch closer together and looking to even things up in a couple rounds.
Yeah, and as a result, you know, Astralis looks sort of almost a little bit flailing, running into, you know, the different paths to the A-bomb site, just sort of, you know, disconnected, and half of them going down without really able to do anything. So, good round.
Dupree is 14-7, and once you get past him, it's 5-4-3-2 for the remaining players. So Dupree really leading the way for his squad at the moment.
Yeah, he's got as many kills as the rest of his team combined. So combine the other 4, then.
I didn't even notice that. Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool.
Nitro trying for the flick. Got a bit of a Molotov there, and no armor, just the pistols here. They're all going to get mowed down. Well then, so that feels pretty good.
Yeah, it did seem like he was like unleashing some frustration, like getting it off his chest a little bit.
Good on him.
Yeah. We all need that from time to time, Anders.
Yes, we do. 6-5, and suddenly Liquid are starting to warm up again. It is sort of a repeat, although in the previous games the warm up came much later. Like this time, it's pretty early on. That should I would be a little bit concerned if I was Astralis, thinking, come on, we had such a good thing going. We could have completely wrecked them economically, but now they are starting to make their way back.
Yeah, I will say the one nice thing is if you have 6 rounds on the T side of train. Ooh, pause that. Naf with the pop flash, not going to work. That angle next to the garbage can blocks the flashbang and actually even reads where Twist is, who wanted to stay for the fight. Gets tagged down to 51 for his troubles. So Liquid will play this round with a man down. It's power play for Astralis. Ooh, try to equalize. Elige goes rushing in towards mid. I think there was another. Ooh, that grenade could be perfect. Down to 6.
Slight frustration. The follow-up grenade will do the job if they can just get it right. Indeed, Dupree is gone. AWP shot would have been even cooler, but
it's a lot of work to get Dupree, though. He's got to be like, come on, man. Just give me a chance here. This is, if Nitro can hit this shot, he can turn this round on its head. But if he misses one shot, he's kind of, he's just gone. He's just dead. Same with Twist. If Twist misses, Nitro's dead as well. And Nitro's going to have bad timing. Great peek from Glaive. Nitro gets forced into the open. It's all on Twist, and that's a great start. Bullet to the temple of Magisk.
Yeah, he's no more. Similar position here. Steel and Twist have to combine to try and make someone look away from Pop Dog so Steel can get out. That's pretty much what has to happen here. And it's kind of tricky because Twist has an AWP. He's lining it up, and he goes for the spray. And again, Sip will win that fight. And Twist is on the run. Very upsetting, obviously. But just winning those early fights for Astralis definitely helped them out a lot. And then they this time, they seem to sort of have a plan and follow it through and didn't really make many mistakes. So that's I would say, a good round for Astralis.
Yeah, it was all pretty calm from there. Using utility, the Molotov to flush Nitro out into the open. He couldn't get back to cover in time. Even if he didn't, that was a bit sketchy because Twist was covering his back from Ivy, and it was a very shallow angle. And if he misses that shot, then the Ivy player just comes out and is able to get a free shot in Nitro's back. So there was a lot of ways in which Nitro could have died there. 7-5, Astralis. Every time Liquid gets it close, Astralis just kind of moves it further away. Double op setup coming back out on Twist and Nitro. Device has his back in his hands.
It is just expensive. I mean, they save one of the AWPs. They have to rebuy the other one. But before that, they managed to keep that double up alive for a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
That's always, it's the worst feeling is if you invest into it and then it only works for, like, you know, you just have one round with it and then you lose it and then that's it. You have to wait another 3 rounds before you can really pick it up again. Not quite what's happening here. 13th round, missed opportunity. Looked like that could have been an instant kill on Device. Grenade not going to catch him either. I like the fact that Nitro is trying to spam through that wall into main, though. I feel like that's something that might be slightly underused.
Well, we'll see. Twist is going to have to go up against Device now. See how it works. Device, here comes the peek, waiting for a pop flash, and Twist gives up the angle. Knows that he can't really re-peek it, so he's the swap spots with Naf, who's going to go around the back. 2 ops in this outer train yard. This can be very unwieldy for the defense, so we'll see how it works. And Naf about to go down. They chase him down, but there's Twist. Comes back and responds, and the blind shot through the smoke almost lands.
Ooh.
And Steel, he's got a big job to do again.
He's done it quite a few times before. This time he's going to be pushed back a little bit early. Astralis is still not in a good position here. Liquid are already getting out onto the site itself, so Dupree has to come up big, but I think he made a bit of noise, and Elise just heard that right away. Deep grenade goes in and puts a little bit of pressure onto Glaive, and they're just falling apart in this round. This is great stuff from Liquid. Retaking the round, you see Steel realizing, I'm not going to be able to fight them at this range, so I'm just going to try and stay alive, and definitely the right decision.
Yeah, holy hell, that was a great retake. All the kills go Liquid's way, and they made it look easy. Nice job. I mean, a little fortunate Leech gets that spam through the smoke. There's Steel. Wanted to get involved right at the end. Goes running in. Dropped. 6-7. I think Astralis can buy here, because Device can drop. The only thing that I think would hold them back is they maybe just want to have one great buy instead of maybe 2 half-powered buys.
They could have double AK, AWP, and then a little bit more, but I guess not. Fair play. 7 rounds is pretty good on T side of train, so I suppose in that sense you could forgive them the idea that if they can just have one more buy round, maybe they get 8, and then that's all they need. Elige getting a bullet to the face quick. Sip going to be going down next in line. Naf doing his best, and there is a bit of backup here, but they really must stay alive, and Twist is going to get one more kill, one more kill on Dupree. Still a 2-on-3, and the bomb right underneath Steel. This should be working out well for Liquid. Steel's position is so good, has him locked in, but he overextends it, and Glaive takes him down. I have no idea why he did that.
Just an awkward. I think he thought that Device was actually in the White Halls, and that's kind of what threw him off. But there's Glaive overextended, but Naf didn't jump up and commit to it. Oh, this is going to be tough. They're going back outside, and Twist is out of position. Device is going to be able to drop that Molotov, so they'll at least get a bomb planted from this range. Device can just cover his teammate, going for the peek, and that's an easy kill. Astralis running between the bomb sites just peeled Liquid apart. And remember, this started with just pistols. This is basically an eco win, not even a force buy. If they win it, hold your breath. Naf in a one-on-one.
Bomb is planted way out in the open. He does not have a smoke. Glaive just has to listen for the sound of that defuse. Very tricky right now if you're Naf. You need to move a little bit quicker than this, I feel like. Otherwise, you're simply going to run out of time. So many angles to cover. I don't envy him this position, and eventually he's going to check all around. He's got pretty much one chance here. Taps it, And Glaive is going to move forward and see that no one's defusing it. An instant headshot as well. Even without it, I don't think there would have been time. Picks up the AWP. That's 8 rounds for Astralis. I feel like Liquid just got cheated out of a round that probably should have been theirs.
I don't know if cheated. I mean, certainly Astralis, you know, just came in and destroyed them. To be honest, I'll go the other way. I think Astralis earned that victory. That was really cool mid-round calls going in towards B, throwing the utility. Yeah.
In the last 2v2, I really enjoyed that. Like that's where Astralis I think put in the work. So I'll give them credit for that one.
The start of the round, you think was a bit.
That 3v2, like I have no idea why they let go of that one. That was a little bit silly in my opinion.
Yeah. They've had a tough time, all things considered, holding ladder room. I feel like Astralis has won that fight more often than not from the T side, which you don't always see. Now they're going to double up inside, double up in ladder room, twist on his own. So a new look defense here, new look Liquid.
Common jump coming out from Sip, trying to see if he could maybe guess the angle, shooting, I think, Elige in the feet. It's obviously annoying. They do have a double stack towards Pop Dog.
They do have a creek.
Oh yeah, you're right. A little bit odd.
I like it. I've seen a lot of those, really.
Magus has been very good with that in the past, so I wouldn't discount it. This time he's going to go down immediately. Will be refragged. Nitro gets one under pre. Sip with the return, and now Nitro's alone covering the bomb site. Not really a great situation. The device is ready. They want him to go back out and check here.
Yeah, Nitro's kind of pinned in ladder room, which is a bummer because he can't do anything. He knows they likely have some off-train on him. They know his position. Naf with an AWP is trying to rotate into position, and then Steel is still inside. None of them really moving at the moment, trying to figure out what's next from Astralis.
Or if Glaive goes to the plant here and Naf shoots under the train, I'll be so happy, Moses. It's my dream.
Yeah. Dreaming big, I see.
Yeah. It's not going to happen this time. He's out of position. Now they're going to try and fall back. 3-on-3 for the retake here. And you have to think right now for Liquid, this is really a round that they need to win. This one and then the pistol in the next half, then they could get something going. But it's going to get a little bit rough here. They do have kits on 2 players. Glaive missing the opportunity. Does a bit of damage, but maybe that's going to be the one key that they need here, Liquid.
Yeah, Steel missing the opportunity as well. That Molotov, I don't think it's going to hurt Glaive whatsoever. Steel's got to go looking. Oh, Naf saves his life, but Glaive's there for the trade. Low HP coming around. There's the quick scope from Naf. He's got to cover the diffuser. It's Zipnix. Naf gets in a position. No kit, though. They can't win. He picks it up right at the end, but it's too late at that point. It is going to be that 9th for Astralis.
They had, I mean, he just couldn't get back. He had to get that kill on Glaive. So by the time he got back, it was almost too late anyway. 9-6 in favor of Astralis here. It's obviously a really, really good first half for them. They're going to be super excited about that. Dupree on 15 kills. He got some back up towards the end. The rest of the team sort of started to get there. Steel obviously doing a remarkable job in the B-bomb site, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's not for some of those insane rounds inside, triple kills, double kills from Steel, that this could have been, you know, a complete blowout for Astralis. You could say the same thing about the Inferno game with Naf. Either way, all things considered, I mean, a good recovery from Liquid, considering at one point they were down 1-6. And they went on a 5-1 run of their own and just lost the last 2. So at least they've given themselves and there's a fighting chance, which is kind of all you can hope for to ask for, really, when you're down that much. Pistol's obviously going to be huge.
Yeah, that's where Liquid really needs to take the first step in the right direction. They do have that one Molotov on Nafly. Going to the B-bomb side always makes you wonder if there's going to be some sort of trick going on, trying to stop people from defusing. We love seeing that. Sip is still up here, and no one's checked his position, so Nitro got to be careful. Kind of low and has to put that bomb down eventually. And now it's been dropped. Magus and Sip coming in with 2 big kills, turning around for it. Sip trying to get away, but eventually he's going to get caught. Magus goes down. Next Twist doing a lot of work here with the Glock. They're still in a 2-on-3. They need more headshots right now. And instead, they're going to be returned upon. Dupree will get the one. Now Naf out in the open and in a lot of trouble here. 16 health, trying to catch Dupree and gets the headshot. I have no idea how. He still goes down, but he was diving under that whole balcony. Like, how does that even happen?
He saw him jumping, and Naf just started spamming it as fast as humanly possible, and one connects. Almost there. That got so dicey, but a nice pistol round. Obviously, Team Liquid forgetting or just not sending someone towards upper, and Zipnix kind of returns the favor from the previous pistol round that Nitro did. So that's tough. 10-6 lead now. No investment. Well, there's Deagle's out, excuse me, on the Team Liquid side, so they're going to rely on getting some picks, but a great pistol on from Astralis.
That's making it really rough now, obviously. Liquid need something right now. Just losing that pistol means it's probably going to be 12-6 by the time Liquid can buy. And traditionally, it is quite hard to play T-side train, especially against a team like Astralis. They do have a history of locking down on this side. That's a nice headshot. We like that.
Steel's got a history of banging people in the face.
Yeah, he's got no skin on his deagle either. I mean, how...
That's pretty baller. Neither does Liege.
All right. Hipsters.
Usually only see the Deagle Blaze making highlights.
Yeah, exactly. 53 seconds. This Device picking up one. Good little follow-up, making it a quick triple. And why not go for the quad kill once you're already at it? Gonna get all 4 kills to close out the round, so a little bit of a upsetting finish to that one. Do any of them have any skins at all? I feel like they're all...
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they disconnect from the skin server and they can't load in? That does happen sometimes, doesn't it?
Maybe they... I think a Liege actually decided to remove all of his skins at one point, if I remember correctly. There's been a couple players who have done that in the past. Just in a form of silent protest.
Fighting the machine, the capitalist machine. Oh, man. Another round with no armor and really not much to work with at all. Grenade doesn't really work out, but you have to think Astralis are probably just going to clean this up fairly easily.
Oh, there's a skin.
There is one. Good job. Finally. Steel again with the Deagle headshot and a Liege to clean up Dupree. It's not bad at all. Putting in the damage. This all really matters. Like, rounds like these, even though you probably not are going to win them, it's still critical that you do some damage. Just 2 kills like that helps out. Third one would be great.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you're Liquid, you're not going to win if you can't do some of this damage and force them onto a reset pretty early on. Because once you're at 12-6, if Astralis win this first gun round, then it really starts to feel unattainable. Like, that pistol round was so necessary. So if you're not, since you didn't win the pistol round, you need to get a reset early on, just to get like 2 easy rounds, right, against just like unarmored pistols or something, whatever you can. But very, very far behind in Astralis, slowly tightening their grip. Device is going to have that AWP. Nitro can get one if he wants it, but it will be that glass cannon, so dangerous for nades, and they're going to go 5 AKs.
Yeah, I actually prefer that choice. I think getting that glass cannon AWP on T side is just very risky. CT side train, I don't really mind that much, but
yeah.
Oh well, Naf is going to put that AK to work really quickly. Dupree didn't even get a chance to see what was going on. Already down. Sip instantly puts up that Molotov, so they're just going to be happy that they made him use that in the first, minute and 30 seconds, so that's pretty good.
Thank God he did as well, because they were coming. They were coming in hot for that one. They wanted it. There's actually 3 defenders from Astralis inside. Obviously, Team Liquid won't know that, but it was a very dangerous, 5 or 6 second period where if Liquid, just adjusted very quickly to outside, that they would have basically had a free bomb site. Glaive's out towards Ivy. Device is now boosted up. This is a huge play. Yeah,
especially because they're going to wall of smoke it, and I think if they come out main and they're not careful, he can just spot them over the smoke.
Yeah.
So they all go down. We'll see from Device's point of view if he could see anything at all. There's the smokes up. He's still waiting for it. Trying to creep into a better position. A lot of damage being output here from the Astralis point of view. Looking for the kills, and Steel is going to be going down. Device instantly taken out. And Glaive, it's going to be Sip instead to stop the bomb from going down. That is a big kill, even if it's only 35 seconds here. Still need to get that bomb plant down soon. Meg is creeping into position. Can he get the right? He knows it. There's Sip getting 1 kill, and actually, that must have been under the train.
Yeah, it was. I think the first one seemed like it was a little bit under the train. I don't know why May just kept pushing once Sidney's got that kill. He's going to go for it again, and Naf stops planting. 33 HP, and he's off the target on this one, but he's got time, and he has some idea of where Naf is, but it's a Liege who's kind of out-positioned Zipnix, I think.
I'm so happy Moses shot him under the train. It's amazing. Sip now in a 1 versus 2, and I mean, in spite of all the cool stuff, I'm not sure he's going to be able to win this. Indeed, Liege will take him down, so very, very good stuff. I'm
just couldn't help yourself.
I think I've been talking about that for more than a year now.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's about time that someone actually did it.
People have done it, just not as much as you'd like.
No, and listen, when this map came out in the remade version, I think it was like 1 week after that, I made the video and I said, you can shoot under the train. And you can, even better, when you hover your crosshair like above people, it'll actually show you that red text that shows you people's names. I'm not sure if that actually shows in competitive, but you can do the matchmaking. So you know where to shoot.
What does this say about the viewership of your videos, Anders?
There's no one's watching, no one cares, you know. And I spend like 50 hours in each video, so it's like, it's 100% not worth it.
No, it's not, except for your own childhood desires.
Yeah, it's a huge net loss in every way. It is a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah. I like it.
12-7 though, it's a 5-round differential here, and you have to think Liquid are going to need to really fire up on this one.
No, but that's like the best that Liquid could have hoped for. That win there, and they have everyone in Astralis after this buy up into this round. It's 5 M4s on the CT side. They have no kits. Some utilities missing, but they literally have 4 players on $0. Glaive has 100. So this is like prime territory. If you go 8-12 at this point, you get a very hard double save reset, and then all of a sudden you can claw yourself back into it. You sit at 10-12, and that's looking much, much nicer. That helps very much with morale, but none of that is possible if Liquid can't win this one. We'll see where they take it. Op is in Naf's hands on this T side, so not on the primary oppers, I guess we'll call them.
Yeah, but Naf still perfectly capable. Maybe Nitro Celis, and I don't feel that comfortable on this map, so you get to do it this time around. Magisk alone in Pop. See if they have some sort of surprise if they want to take it eventually. And right now they're just setting up all over the map. Nobody really making a move just yet. Astralis don't have that much utility and no kits.
No, but they do have 2 players inside at the moment. Nitro and Steel, it looks like they're setting up for, or they're just waiting for pushes 1, but the alternate purpose of being over there is going to be to throw some smokes outside. Maybe that can peel Zipmix away, which would be nice. I'm not sure, though. Elysian Twist in here with the bomb. Naf as well. The tough part is it's Magisk they got to worry about, because they can't actually go to the outer bomb site as long as he's there. They're going to have a fast flank if they do go inside.
Sip has a Molotov and a smoke, and he just put up the smoke. That timing is going to be really annoying to them. They're right there on the ramp. They're not going to enjoy that at all with 30 seconds. Now they have to push out. Dupree waiting in the corner. Nobody spotting him out just yet. There's Sip with one great headshot. Magisk goes down, but Twist has to stay alive. That's the bomb up there. If he dies, they're still not checking it, and Dupree's just waiting. He knows they haven't checked it, and that's the bomb down with 10 seconds. An absolute catastrophe coming out here for Team Liquid. They've got to get down and get that bomb planted. It's on the side. 3 seconds. Now they can't do it. There's no time. Device is just going to run away. Oh my God, what an absolutely godlike look coming out of Dupree. He read that situation to perfection.
Yeah, well, the part of it as well is Magisk in ladder room. Once that execute comes in, Magisk is saying no one's coming down ladder. Like no one's here. Be careful of inside. The 2 players kind of fighting right out at the Olaf spot at that first train weren't making enough of a distraction, weren't getting any kills, not enough success, so it's not forcing any rotates. And then that fast flank comes in. Obviously, Dupree can just be patient, but he's getting all the information fed from his teammates. A very nice round from Astralis. I think also, if you look at that, that's an extremely, even after he kills the bomb player, that's in an extremely recoverable position for Team Liquid if they hadn't waited till like 25 seconds to make the execute happen.
Absolutely. I mean, you could tell that if they would have had another 10 seconds, then they could have made better choices at the end, but you just don't have the time. You just have to run for it. That's so hard to watch, obviously, because Liquid, they break that round. They know they've got everything going on now, and then they lose the round like that. It's obviously really, really sensitive. 13-7 here. And
it's not out of reach just yet. They still have an opportunity. Still not enough money on Astralis for them to feel comfortable.
Yes.
They do have an advantage in the buy, obviously, if you look over Twist on the Deagle, Elysian on the CZ, but Op, Galil, and AK-47, they can use those, and there's Naf with one almost a second, just a half second late. He spotted out the pre. He knows where 2 players are. Device at high train, 1 at bomb train. Elige is patiently waiting. He's trusting his teammates to do everything in the yard. All he has to do is make sure they don't get flanked out and shot in the back. Seems like this is like a deja vu to the first half as well.
They really, really, really want to drop into Pop, but they trying to cancel it. Device gets a kill in the meantime, and now, for some odd reason, Liquid have actually been completely boxed in. I'm not sure they realize how bad this situation is. If they wait another 10 seconds, then by the time they hit anything, they're probably just going to get shut down, and they've lost another player in Lilige trying to make the jump on over his Nitro, but Naf is low as well. This is, unfortunately for them, gone very bad.
This is such a cool round to watch just on the minimap, just because Device and Dupree are taking like 10 steps back every time Glaive and Zipnix take a couple steps forward. So Liquid's trying to force the issue, and they're walking right into the trap, and now it's sprung. Naf has nowhere to go. Nitro has nowhere to go. 4 different angles for this retake. And oh my god, did Astralis ever just outplay Team Liquid?
I mean, that flashbang to set up the kill for Device as well, just everything working out for them. Yeah, they really, really got outplayed in that round.
That is such a cool round to watch.
And you see them having the conversation even at drop where they think, should we try and, you know, bust down? And they're like, no, let's just go back and, you know, sandwich them from 4 different angles. Wow. Yeah, that was really, I think it's tricky even if Liquid know that they're being double flanked, but the fact that they don't know means they can't even make an informed decision, right? As soon as someone goes down from one of the flanks, then no one can make a rational call that says, well, they're coming from this angle. Oh, they're at every angle. It's not good.
No, not at all. But at the same time, like that's great teamwork in the sense that, who was it? It was Dupree and Device, I think, that were like backing up over towards like Old Bomb. I mean, if those guys like even just want to stick around and take the fight, which you'll see pretty frequently, like that takes the communication of saying, no, like don't do anything. Just all you have to do is live. So you're kind of like doing a fighting retreat as your teammates are coming in from behind. That was great. Masterclass. They had that other clip. Did you see that clip on Nuke?
Oh, yes, I did.
That was really cool.
Yeah, blowing out. People have done that at... there's been a different version of that where people blew out the ceiling windows and the one window that's in the control room down in B at the same time. So... yeah, I saw Steel doing that, Josh doing that, which is great. He covered it. Yeah, really cool.
Well, last gasp here, I guess. Liquid's going to do a half buy to get a full buy in the next round, but you know, if they were to win that one, it would have to be 8 straight to force overtime. So, dire situation, I guess.
I'm not very happy at the moment at all. Looked like they were going to have a comeback into this second half of Train, but now a little bit different. Bomb being attempted just once to try and force somebody into it. Now looks like they're going to go through with it. Naf going to be able to make it all the way through. You see Sip, I think, trying to spam it again, but unsuccessful this time. 4 versus 3 for the afterplant. Very tricky indeed, and they do have so much weaponry to work with here on the Astralis side. Looking for the feet. Device unable to catch anyone just yet, but they have 4 smokes left for the retake here. They can just play this game all day. Going to be a bit of a peek in there, and that's the end of the round. Nitro going down over by Popdog, 15-7 here. One more round to win the whole game here for Astralis.
Yeah, Plant's going to help up, but smart play from Astralis. Just giving it up, just saying we don't need to risk stopping the Plant. Just give them the bonus money because they're buying no matter what. Play the retake perfectly.
You were pointing this out earlier that Dupree sort of had to take a leading role once Device was gone for a while, and he's doing a pretty good job at the moment.
Yeah, he's being a bit of a daddy, isn't he?
23 kills, yeah.
That's not too bad. Yeah, he's just been great. It's like a whole new Dupree. These past like, because remember he had that time earlier at the beginning of the earlier stages of last year, like the first 3 months of last year, right after the major. He was incredible as well when they were doing some role shuffling. And then obviously he was great at the end of last year as well. So always fun to see that. He's a very fun player to watch. He's another guy who's like very heavy on the entries as well. So always exciting when he's going nuts because he likes to go make plays. He's very, very good at it.
My God, the Grand Slam and the Flashbang all at the same time, just making absolutely sure that if anyone was down there, they were going to be dead.
Mother of all Grand Slams.
I do like it. Device ready. They're going to try and run boost. He would have to be unbelievably quick to hit that shot, and indeed he won't. I mean, it's not even clear if he could have seen anyone, because you can fly over all the way, but... Ooh. Okay. It's right in the eyeball.
That's kind of cool. I hope he meant to do that. I would like to say that he meant to do that just because it pretty much turns that smoke into his. It blocks them.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true indeed. I'm getting worried because Liquid haven't really done much so far, and there's only 40 seconds left.
Yeah, they're really running out of time, and obviously now Clave... I mean, you could see, it's really cool. The rotations for Astralis are all being based on who has a smoke left to come over. So Device knows there's 1 to 2 people in Ivy. Usually it's at least 2. So Glaive comes over and smokes it off. Now there is a small gap in this one, but now 20 seconds left on the clock, and another smoke just goes out. That's depressing. That's a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, now they have to make a move, and they're going to try and come through. Twist will go down. Great refrag coming out of Steel. Still a 3-on-3, but that kill from Device might just seal their fate. Now it's a 2-on-3. Make that a 1 versus 3. Nitro trying for the bomb plant, and now he's simply out of time. He has to follow it through. If he gives up the plant now, he's done. And Zip just right in his face. 16-7 in favor of Astralis here as they take the whole game 2-3, or 2-1, sorry. So they give up 2-3, I don't know. It's been a lot of maps, Moses, is what I'm saying. I've lost count.
That's all good. Yeah, that's very good from Astralis, and a great recovery after kind of, I think Yanko put it, they kind of almost felt like they gave up that second map where they had such a big lead and they kind of let things slip away.
Yes.
You have to say nice recovery from Team Liquid in that map and in this series to even make a fight out of it after getting demolished on map 1. But you can't expect to come out and be flat for like 7 rounds of all 3 maps to start and then be able to come back in them. So
more energy in the beginning.
Liquid's gonna have to come back tomorrow and do better. I don't know how the schedule works out, but I think if I recall correctly when I looked it up, that the winner plays G2 and the loser plays, I don't know, Renegades?
I mean, I'm not good enough at my job to realize that, Moses. Other people have to tell me that sort of stuff. I confess.
I'm pretty confident that that's the way it is, but yeah.
There are just going to be so many crazy tournaments. You trying to figure out the Russian keyboard?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was in Russian, but I got there anyways.
Ah,
so look at that.
Very good
How
job.
you like them apples? Yes, so it's going to be Liquid taking on Renegades, and then Astralis taking on G2 tomorrow.
All right, interesting stuff. What a game that was! I mean, I feel like, yeah, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head there. Like Liquid just have to do something in the first 6 or 7 rounds of a game, preferably win some pistol rounds. And Astralis, I think they made some silly mistakes in the first half, but overall they obviously did a good job. So.
Yeah, they were still pretty clinical. They did some cool things. I really liked the rotations for the smokes and everything. That was fun to watch. Yeah, hopefully Liquid gets some sleep. Just for that jet lag. I feel it. I feel it with them. I'm on the same boat.
Well, maybe all will, but not before we get to the analyst desk. We're gonna go there, but not before.
They've been weird all night, so that'll be fun.
They have been weird. It's got really strange. Definitely want to stick around for that. You never know what kind of topics are going to be popping up there. We'll have a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Meow.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Don't know how to build a team from scratch or find good teammates? DreamTeam.gg, the ultimate team building platform. Find and connect with new players, coaches and teams. Manage and monetize your team. Get on fast track to advance from novice to amateur and, if desired, to professional gamer. Join DreamTeam.gg today.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?